Hello, Janet Rangi. I know probably some of it's late, some of it's not. Thank you so much for always coming. I'm going to keep this quick. I just want to show you that I'm not ignoring anyone. Some of these questions I've been meeting them for many years, and it's good for me to be sincere so that you know that I actually listen to everyone. You understand? Many people will go to that embassy, they will never get a visa, and they follow me, and sometimes they lose hope. And so I don't ignore everyone. I listen to everyone and I hear those comments. Trust me, trust me, trust me. So, is there a way for you to come to America? And the reason I'm making this video is because many of you challenge me and say, Janet, but I'm earning this much at home. Should I leave what I'm having and then come to America? It's a good question. It's a good question. It's a very good question. I'm just going to relax because I know tomorrow is a Monday. So this video is for those who are still awake or those wherever, but share. But this is a good question with all due respect, guys. This is a good question because some people, they don't want to sell everything they have only to come here and say, but Janet used to tell us this is a good place, Yes, to me it worked, and I want to share with those who believe that this can also work for them. It's a good opportunity. Don't get me wrong. Honestly, it's a good opportunity. Just like home, those people who work so hard in primary, high school, and go to university and they have a good job, is the same mindset. When you come here, you have to have the same mindset, only that you'll be paid better. You can have an opportunity for 2-3 jobs. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you, and I'll go into the details of, don't let the topic fool you. Should I come to America to get rich? That's a good question. But the second part, people who became millionaires without coming to America, Janet Ranki followers, and I'm going to give you examples. You might wake up and say, hey, Janet, I didn't know that. And Janet will steal for you secrets. I will steal for you secrets. Yes, Anna is following very carefully. Anna, follow so that we hear you are the next millionaire. People are keeping secrets away from you. And me, I'm not going to keep secrets away from you. There are some of you who will never be here, but trust me, there is a formula. There is a formula to these things. But let me start with some of you who ask me. So do your math right now. Look at the currency and how much you are earning. Then look, okay, how much is that in US dollars? It's true, when you come here, there'll be bills, 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 bills. But what makes a difference, especially if you stay together as a couple, is the amount of money you will make as a couple. So it's not a country for, single people that much. I mean, single people, you'll be paying, and, like it's a rat race. You are never getting ahead. Okay, but if you come here as a couple, or if you're here and working together, can you imagine rent that is paid by one person? Now you have 2 people, meaning the salary for one person can go into the bills and the salary for the next person can go into the project. Do you see how it works? But it's true, if you want, let's say you don't have a business idea, you don't have capital, you don't know where people get money, and you have an opportunity to come to America. It's good because, one, at home, probably you just have an opportunity for one job if you have any. Okay, but here you can get 2, 3, 4 jobs and you work as much as you want. And I'm not going to keep you here, but I have to listen to my people sometimes, whether they make good or negative comments or positive, so that you think twice. You understand? So rent in most places is going to be, honestly, right now, prepare for 1,500 to be on the safe side. Okay, then if you add water, electricity, what we call car bills, and then plus insurance and everything. So I want you to calculate, probably you'll be using about 3,000 US dollars. Hello, Millie. Okay, you'll be using 3,000 US dollars just on bills, and that is on the lower end. Okay, however, if you put in time and you're able to raise another 2,000, that makes 5,000 per month. So you have 2,000 as disposable income. To be quite honest, it's easy to get what we call disposable income in America, meaning you can find time to go to the mall and you have money, you have you can buy things that you don't need, basically. Now think, if you are now paired up with a roommate or a husband or a wife and they are making 5,000, all of a sudden you have 5,000 of disposable income. So that's how you need to think. Number 2, also think of your children. What is their future? Where do they want to go in the future? Do you understand? So, And also the third thing, which I think you have to think twice, is your culture. Are you ready to give up your family? Are you ready to give up what you have? To me, that is usually the biggest. It's not about money. The decision has to be made based on what you're ready to give up. Because honestly, going to a new country, I don't care which country you're going to, it will be exciting for 2 weeks, it will be exciting for 3 months, and then after that, voila, you're back on square one. If you didn't come for the right reasons, you're gonna feel that pressure. Okay, so just understand, to me, if you are to ask me my opinion, it's worth it. And of course, my brand is about talking about America. I'm going to be biased and I'm going to say good things about America. Number two, it worked for me. It worked for me. If I were to stay in the same profession and stay at home, it's not even close. I mean, let's not even compare, honestly. Let's not even compare. On top of that, of course, there are those good services, good health and everything, which are at home, by the way. Me, I'm very careful when I'm comparing things. It's not a comparison. It's about helping you make that decision. Now, let me go to the second part. Okay, write notes. Let me go to the second part. These people that became millionaires, and I'm not saying they came from the sky or they were somewhere or I read about them or no. I did videos for many years and I've watched them. Yes, all roads have different ends. Janet, please keep on with their positive energy. Very good. And that's what I'm going to do. We're going to just stay positive. So America is good, in my opinion. It is good. It worked for me. It's going to work for you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Yes, please tune in. So let me tell you the people that became millionaires. This is Miss Message. If for some of us who went to the embassy, probably we didn't get a visa, or some of us who just follow Janet and America is not your thing, Canada is not your thing, or I have to cater to all my people who follow me. So, number one, like 5 years ago, I even did this myself. I was doing an app and all that and doing ideas. Some of these people went and started apps. They went into these joints that have, technology people coming. You know how this current generation is. And they started apps and sometimes you have to see someone do something, okay? I even had issues with one of them. I had started an app and then they come and copied everything. But I didn't care. You understand? But sometimes you just give one idea and then it starts spreading. So some of them went and became, technology gurus. So if you want to be a millionaire where you are, why is it easy to become a millionaire back home? Everything that needs to be done in America has been done. That is the difference. At home is pure opportunity. Have you ever seen people who say that, when you go to that country, you see opportunities that the locals don't see? They did that, okay? Those ones, I'm sure I said that. Number two, me doing this vlogging, there are many people who started the agencies, okay, to help people go to other places. Those ones also made a lot of money, okay? Just, there are some, honestly, people came and told me, they were listening to Janet and going and getting the ideas and doing a good job, which I love. It was better than people doing guesswork and messing you up, right? Okay, that was another thing. Now, listen, the big ones. I used to come here and I give people apps. You go there and you get employed online. That has been big. People just stay home and make money, especially when it came to writing. You remember, I used to say apps like Upwork. I used to say apps like Fiverr, but you don't have to go to those ones. So from there, people will now go and dig and dig and dig and dig deep. Then they started understanding how to work online or how to work from home. And it became the thing. So you are just thinking, there are no jobs. No, people are working online. They are registering themselves online. They are offering jobs online. And right now, guess what? Okay, they got this, became millionaires. I'm being honest. Okay, another thing that I saw. Okay, I used to say, guys, have you ever seen people that have money? People that have money, but they just build a house. They just come today and they say, you know what, I have money and I saw a neighbor, they have a good home. Let us build a home. And they sit down and they just start designing a home. And then I was like, no. The biggest I've always said, always do your research on everything you do. Everything you do your research. Meaning, go online, look at different architectural designs. Look at different kitchen designs all over the world. Look at different bathrooms all over the world. Look at They are doing it. They are doing it. If you follow Janet Rangi and you don't have money, sorry. They are doing it. Okay, so there are many of them. I'm telling you, they've come and told me there are many of them that just now they've taken control. In fact, the biggest thing is they've taken control of their finances themselves. They are going to start their own businesses. They are designing things. And as I said, maybe I didn't finish that statement. Okay, the Sunshine Continent has the biggest opportunity of some of these things. You understand? Things that exist, but just among the few. Now it's expanding the business, expanding the ideas to a bigger population. In the process, creating jobs. In the process, creating entrepreneurs. In the process, creating more money. There's no way you can open a business and there are no people around you who have the money to come and finance you that business. You see, so that's why sometimes I'm like, you know what? It's better if most of us know these things and how money is made. There's no need for me to come start a business at home when there's no one coming to buy that, whatever goods I have. So I like that comment. Someone says what? All roads lead to the same place. Yes, I like it. All roads keep to the same place. So money can come from America, money can come from home. You understand? But right now, I can tell you, if you think like people are broke, you could be there are many who are broke, don't get me wrong. Not that I'm out of touch, but people are doing things to progress, okay, and using the advantage of a higher population, a population that has not been exposed to many of the services. Some services that are just used to exist among some people, but when they design these services, they design to fit the population. Let's say if you're designing a product, okay, and maybe it costs $500. You look at your population. If your population is able to afford $50, then you are going to make a product that is fitting that $50. Do you understand? Money is the same. It doesn't matter. It can come from everywhere. Okay, so that is what is happening. Okay, all right. Now coming, all right. Of course, even if I come, my real questions will always come. Hi, Janet. I'm having issues with my visa fee payment of a month now. Yet it's to be reviewed. What could be the cause? Oh, are you talking of service fee or you're talking of the embassy fee? I can answer that. I know people always have issues with service fee, but that one you can pay through Western Union. Okay, some people who come to America, sometimes they say, Janet, I can't pay, or they don't have credit card. Sometimes they send me the fee and I go and pay for them through Western Union. So I don't know which one you're talking. If it's the embassy fee, you have to pay directly to the embassy fee. I mean, to the embassy where you are going. Okay, you cannot pay from anywhere else. It has to be through the embassy, local embassy, because they even take M-Pesa, right? Yeah. Hi, Janet. I was denied a student visa twice a year ago. Can I try applying for a visit? Okay, that's a good question. Of course, I don't know the answers, but let me tell you my opinion. Okay, you guys see that question. See that question. Hi, Janet. I was denied a student visa twice a year ago. Can I try applying for a visit visa? To the best of my knowledge, they don't care how many times you go back. They do not care how many times you go back. Okay, so that should be, the answer is yes. Okay, the law does not stop you from turning around if there's an appointment and going back. Number two, this is now my opinion. If you go for a student visa, they deny you, then you go back. I don't know the details of what happened to you, but it's better you go again with the same reason. You see these people that jump around, today they denied me a visit visa, so let me try student, then let me try, then they know, oh, now your goal was just to go to America. You did not actually have a plan. You did not have a desire. So if it's a student visa, that has always been what you wanted. You want to stick with a student visa, but you be prepared to tell them what has changed. Okay, yes, the answer is yes, but let me give you a little bit more information on that. You see, some of us, let me not say some of you, that is not very nice. Some of us, we go to the embassy, they ask us questions, but we don't pay attention to the questions. If I were you, when I leave immediately, I write down the questions they asked me, and I write down the answers that I gave. Why is this important? Because when you go back to reapply, they'll ask you, why were you denied a visa? And you are not going to say you know, but you can use the questions they asked as a guidance. You understand? So maybe they asked you, Where is the letter of invitation? And you didn't have it. So why were you denied a visa? You can say, okay, last time I was here, I did not have my letter of invitation, but today I have the letter of invitation. That is just but an example. Okay, I don't know exactly the situation you're in, but that's just one of the examples I can use to let you know how to go back. Because they give you a 214B, right? 214B is those papers you call, are they pink papers, blue and white, those ones? They tell you, according to the United States law, ABCD, we were not satisfied that you will go back. Okay, so, but they add at the end and said, if you want to try again, be prepared to tell us what has changed. Okay, be prepared to tell us what has changed. And that one is very important. That could be the first question they ask you. Well, you are here 3 months ago. Now you are back. What has changed? Some of you say, yes, I was here for a student visa. Now I'm here for a visiting visa. Yes, that is a change, but I don't know that it's making sense. So when did you decide in 3 months, all of a sudden you want a visit visa? For me, I would go back maybe if it's a student visa, depending on the questions. Again, every situation is different, my friends. Okay, you can always book a consultation if you want, janetrangi67@gmail.com, for your personal situation. But let me just say, this is general information. What has changed for me is the kind of school, for example. Right, the other time you went to that school that was 40,000 US dollars per year. Now you've gone with a cheaper option, and maybe there was a question concerning cost. Okay, why are you going for an expensive school when you could have gone for something cheaper? So that is a change. Okay, maybe last time you did not have a scholarship, this time you have a scholarship. Your finances have changed. For us in the Sunshine Continent, I feel like, although we say ties, marriage ties, children ties, they know we are very strong. Sometimes we can have those separations for many years just to achieve our goal. But finances don't lie. Finances do not lie, and they are very aware of that. So to me, the question of finances is usually very, very big. Okay, so you want to make sure what has changed financially, what is the material change since the last time you are there. So pay attention to the questions they ask you. Do not give up just because you are denied one time. Going there the second time, by the way, sometimes can demonstrate your interest. It's not a bad thing to go there. Just you made your application a little bit stronger. Okay, yeah. So yes, the answer is yes. Try applying again. They will not penalize you for trying again. The only time they penalize people is when they lie or make, very, very serious mistakes. Okay, yeah. Who is next? I'm a beneficiary of Upwork through writing paper. I got to learn there is something called virtual assisting and data analytics with SQL, R, Python, which is a big thing in epidemiology. You see? Now, if you look at what Johnston is saying, okay, thank you so much, and share with us your country, because I serve a lot of people in the Sunshine Continent. You will find that Johnston is not complaining about employment. Thank you so much, Johnston, for that comment. That is exactly what I'm talking about. So you see that is a person, if I was to open a business somewhere for a hotel, he's more likely to bring his wife and kids or a girlfriend to eat. Why? Because he learned about a website called Upwork and did something about it. Thank you so much, Johnson, for helping. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So taking these things under in your own control. Let's see. Hi, Janet. I'm interested in EB3 for unskilled worker. Kindly, which one is a little bit cheaper, similar to the one you said for French speakers? I don't speak French though. Justin, thank you so much. It looks like you are a follower and you are very aware. First of all, the EB3 for unskilled worker, the recruiter gave us and the lawyer. Last year, we had thousands of jobs. But I was not the only agent working with them. We had so many consultants from other countries. So those jobs came to an end. We do not have any jobs on EB3. Remember, EB3 and skill can only be sponsored by the employer. And those who started the process, we've seen success with the first group. Now they are waiting for the embassy appointments. Their I-140s have been approved. For those who book consultations, I always write them emails once the lawyer and the recruiter give us new jobs. I tell them, hey, we have new jobs. Usually I make a video about these EB3 skill jobs. Okay, yeah, that one was pricey. People are paying in installments over 3 years. So it was coming down to 18 to 20,000 in installments to the lawyer. Okay, slowly. One step successful, you go to the next. Okay, and now Which one is a little bit cheaper? Yes, Canada is cheaper, as I said. The recruiter had told me they're gonna be down payments of about 2,500, but I don't see that package going more than 3,000 or 4,000 US dollars. So to me, that is cheaper, but it's Canada. EB3 and skilled is America. We are looking at a green card. Okay, the Canada one, we've written emails and we are just waiting. I think because of the holidays, that is why the lawyer offices are closed. We can't force issues. As soon as the holiday is over, starting from next week, and then Christmas is coming, but we hope to hear something very soon and we'll let you know. Those who do not know how to speak French, these are jobs for French speakers. Fast food in plenty. Okay, French territories, French provincial provinces with. I'm thinking like Quebec. I don't know the provinces yet. Okay, I will let you know. Okay, something similar. I would say something similar would be H1B jobs, but those ones you have to look for employers that give H1B jobs. Okay, those ones are on the internet. You can try your luck. I've seen teachers who call me and they're in America. They got H1B jobs, not just J1. You know how I do J1 for teachers. H1B is also good, and it can be very quick. If you look for a non-profit, teachers have looked for non-profit jobs without Janet just listening to the video. They go on the internet, they look for non-profit jobs for H1B, and they're surprised when they find the jobs and the H1Bs are approved within 30 days. Yes, and don't say, Janet, but H1B takes time. There are two kinds of H1Bs. There's one for non-profits, like a big university today. If they need a professor, they do not have to go and line up looking for H1B. They pay expedited, and the H1B will be at their door in 30 days. Okay. Now, there's the other one, H1B. Of course, I will make videos. That is separate. It's a lottery every year around March. Employers put in that pool, and they usually approve. I think is it 55,000 or how many per year. And if you win, you get H1B. Most students, international students, enter that pool if they find American employers. So H1B is a good option. J1, again, between 18 and 35, if you're in hospitality, agriculture. Any other professions, you can also get J1. Okay. So anyway, there's no equivalent, but there are so many visas. Me, I only speak at the ones that are relevant. Most of these things do not get us in the Sunshine Continent. That's why I usually don't have many options for you. Okay. Yeah, after a PD for EB3 is current, how long does it take for one to get embassy dates? That is a good question. It varies from country to country. Okay, but usually there are dates you can put in. It's called priority dates. That I don't know how long it's. That's a good question, but we always prepare clients that it can take 2 to 3 years in total. But if you are H1B, I-140 is approved early, you go on the line early. Okay, even marriage visas, I think some of them are going into 9 months waiting instead of 15 months. Total of 3 years. Now maybe it's going to reduce to total of 2 years or 18 months. Okay, they've been varying since COVID. We've not had a stable. Most of our people are I-140 steps. So once they get approved and they get embassy appointments, I will let you know something substantial. Okay. Hello, Janet. Dusting myself, ready for stronger comeback. I love that, Rachel. I love that, Rachel. Yes, dust yourself and you stand, you fall, you stand, you fall, you start all over again. Okay, you are looking beautiful here, Ma. Thank you so much. Okay, because today I've washed my hair. Okay, and I need to look at the next step. So these barrettes, they help a lot. Okay, thank you, Janet. Okay, nice. Yeah, so I love your comments. So anyone can come to America, and you come to me is a good option. Did I answer? Oh, Jeffrey is there again. Jeffrey, you better come to America, okay? With the J1. Hi, Janet. Why are dates for embassy unavailable in Kenya till February? No, they've always been like that, Bruce. Okay, Bruce, you're behind news. And who is this? Thank you, Janet. I will definitely book an appointment. Thank you, Justin. Let me come back to Bruce. Bruce, appointments are always like that. In fact, you should be thankful it's February. Do you know, after the pandemic, we used to wait even 9 months. That's why we tell people, when someone tells me, Janet, how long will it take me before I come to America on a student visa? Number one, I tell them, look at the semester. Okay, if the semester is in July next year, then that's how long it will take. But you have to be doing things to make sure you get an admission early so you can book an appointment early before July. Because for student visas, you can't come in early. You come in 30 days before your school opens. If it's a visiting visa, let's say Bruce with his question, why are dates for embassy unavailable in Kenya till February? So when will Bruce come to America? If he comes on a visiting visa, he will come in February. Am I making sense? Because a visit visa, once you put in and you have an appointment in February, then you get a visa today, you can come to America tomorrow. Yes, so there are two factors that determine when you come, or maybe three, okay? But the most common is the embassy appointment. How quick or how soon can you get into that embassy determines when you come to America. Then admission deadlines, okay? Then the immigration, when they put in into the National Visa Center, how long does it take for your embassy to give them a date that is available? Okay, yeah. All right. Janet, after completing J1, what's the process of waiving to H1B? How long can it take to be approved? Okay, so if you have J1, I don't know what you mean completing J1. Number one, thank you for that question. If you come on J1, do not wait to start the waiving process. The common problem I see, someone comes on J1 for 8 months or 1 year, let's say for 1 year. So you came in January, your program goes from January to January. Then you wait until November. Then you start contacting people like Janet. It's kind of late. From my experience, during the pandemic, let's not talk about it, but what is happening now, from my experience, I think you need to prepare at least 4 to 6 months just for the waiver process. So meaning contact us early so we can give you the lawyer. There's a lawyer I work with. Normally, if we get J1, they just go there, then the client comes back to me, then I contact the schools for them if they want to change their status to student. Okay, so we recommend that you come as early as you can. Okay, of course, if you're talking to the immigration, your intent is what they look at. You understand? You can't just come in, I will come this and my intent is to do this. Da, 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 da. But honestly, for J1, don't wait until the last minute, please. Okay, come early. Come early. Have I answered your question? Okay, so Janet, after completing J1, which will not be complete before you start, okay? So you are looking at immediately after a few months, maybe 3 months. If you have 1 year, after 3 months, that's the time we need to be contacting the lawyer now to see if they can do a waiver, okay? That waiver, 4 to 6 months. And how long can it take to be approved for H1B? So it cannot be, what's the process of waiving to H1B? There's nothing like that. So let's just use the language correctly. There's nothing like waiving from J1 to be H1B, but I understand what you're saying. The first step is to clean. The waiver means, let me remove the restrictions. Unless you're one of those people from the countries, like people from Zimbabwe, South Africa, I see, they come with their passports, there's no restrictions. There are no restrictions on their visa, J1. But if you have restrictions, okay, meaning you have to go back home before you ask for any benefits in America. Okay, so the first thing is, you are here maybe 3 months, contact us, maybe we find for you a lawyer who is going to clean the waiver. Cleaning that waiver means removing the restrictions so that your J1 is now free to ask for other American benefits. You see, that is when now you can consider H1B only after the waiver, only after you've been cleaned. J1 restrictions means you have to go home without asking for any immigration benefits. But the waiver can remove that. Then we are talking of H1B. Now, if we are talking for H1B, which one? If it's the H1B for lottery, every March they'll put you in a pool. So let's say you find an employer in a November or an employer in October. He will prepare you, interview, give you a job offer. Come March maybe 3rd, they will put it in a pool. Okay, and then they will do that lottery thing. At the end of the month, you'll know if you won or not. So it's just 30 days. Even for non-profit, it takes 30 days, especially if they use a waiving, expedited process. Am I making sense? I hope I've helped you. So it's the language that you're talking, Rhonda, that Rhoda comment. I hope you're understanding. Okay, yeah. So H1B can take as less as 30 days. But how do you get there? You need an employer, you need those interviews, you need that job offer. Come March, H1B lottery is done only once a year. And you cannot know until the lottery has been played and the results come out. But this other one for non-profit is year-round. The employer wants you. The employer is a non-profit. The employer is willing to pay, I think, 2,500 or whatever amount is to the immigration for expedited to quicken the process 30 days. Okay, Rhonda, I hope that helps. Hi, Janet. No response from your email. Is there a contact number that I can use? janetrangi67@gmail.com. Unless you write today and you expect the results today. Okay, because we also have weekends, we also have families, we have also jobs to do. Okay, but just be patient. Go and send that email again. Okay, yeah, someone type janetrangi67@gmail.com. This I respond. It's not 2 years ago and I never used to respond. I was overwhelmed. Now I caught up with all the emails. I came from behind, but now I'm on schedule. I might just delay to reach you, but I will reach you. Now, if it's a full paragraph, sometimes people want us to, like, in an email, write very sensitive things. Don't ask me sensitive things. Don't ask things that are not legal. Don't ask those things, no. Just be brief as much as you can. And some of you, if you need a consultation, but you want an answer a shortcut, immigration is not a shortcut. Can you imagine if you went to a doctor and you say, but it's just a headache, I need Panadol. But the doctor is thinking it's not just about a Panadol. It could be malaria, it could be dysentery, it could be a head tumor, it could be a stroke, it could be blood pressure. I need to do more testing. So that's how you look at it. That's the frustration we usually feel. Okay, thank you, Mary. Okay, thank you, Jennifer. Yeah. Yes, Mercy. Mercy is saying, hi, Janet, can I get a BSN in nursing job in a community college school without IELTS for someone who has done nursing, midwife, post-basic ICU course? Hi, Janet, can I get a BS in nursing job? Oh, so you are looking for a job? A job, they decide whom they want. So I don't know if you're asking for nursing education, but you say that job. Without IELTS, it's the community college to decide if they want language proficiency or not. Who has done nursing, midwife, and post-basic ICU course? No, this is my thing. Is it foreign education or American? Generally, for you to be in education in America, consider master's degrees and above. Now, if you're going to just help with clinical skills, then maybe a bachelor's degree is enough. Okay, that's how you look at it. Okay, yeah, your credentials did not clarify enough. For me, for you to qualify in America to teach in a community college, and I'm not saying CNA or basic life support or these little things, real nursing education in a community college, you have to have a bachelor's degree in nursing, have a registered nurse license, and more than likely have a postgraduate degree in education and research. Okay, they don't compromise. No. Thank you so much. Okay, so Justin, thank you. Justin is there with the email. For some of you are saying, if you don't know the email, it's right there on the screen, janetrangi67@gmail.com. And as I said yesterday, some of you want to do self-applications to save on money and come the last minute and you are saying, Janet, coach me for the embassy. I'm not confident. Help me with communication skills or, review, but not to apply for you. Reviewing ideas is another just piece of work, okay? But that thing, we can do those things, okay? But some of you, just do self-applications. There's the email, okay? Thank you. Someone was saying they haven't emailed me. Maybe you missed a digit. I will look at the emails. I caught up with the emails. I'm not behind. But as I said, it's a holiday season. Most of us are resting. We don't want to even look at the email. Okay, greetings from Uganda, Lizzie. Nice. Justin has shared the email again. Nursing education. Okay, so now, Mercy, what do you want? Nursing education. Community colleges most of the time don't even ask for English proficiency. And most programs already have their way of, they might start you in a pre-English class, wherever they call them. They have their names there. They can help you with the English proficiency before you start your education. From experience, community colleges do not ask English proficiency, but they will put you in English and math classes to, elevate you. Okay, Janet, I went to embassy twice. That English 214B is what I get. Can I apply masters? I'm 40 years. Can I apply for nursing college? It has been my passion. Yes. So here, age is not the issue. Okay, of course, you can't be away from school for 20 years and then all of a sudden you are showing up at the embassy. You have to be able to explain to them why. And if you're coming for nursing, have you been a nursing assistant? Have you been in the medical field, in pharmacy? Have you been working in the hospital insurance and seeing nurses doing these things? Like, why all of a sudden this change? So you have to be ready to explain. Not that they have time to type. But that's what I'm thinking. Like, why are you all of a sudden? And I'm saying this because of your age. Okay, because most people 28, 35, they are still struggling with education. At 40, most people are utilizing the visit visa, 40s, 50s. But anyone can go to school anytime here in America. I see mothers finishing their, first life, their children going to college, and then they go back for career change. So it's normal. Just be prepared to explain the gap. Where have you been? And why change of heart? And why now? And why nursing? These are some of the simple questions, but some people, not you, Anne, there are people I meet, they answer internet answers. You can't have an internet answer, I will tell. I can be able to know, okay? For example, so why America? America has high technology and the best hospitals in the world, and I believe I will get, they've had that every morning. They're just next. But, nursing, I've been working in the hospital and the insurance. I see nurses all the time and they inspire me. And I've seen how much they are making a difference with those patients. And honestly, when I grew up, I always wanted to be a nurse and I just didn't get that opportunity. Where I was, there was no nursing college. I ended up in accounting. And I've always known that I'm doing the wrong thing. I just don't enjoy accounting. For me, nursing is the thing. And you know what? America just gives me that second chance. When they gave me this admission, I felt very honored, honestly, because this has been my dream. Does that sound like internet to you? Or it sounds like it's coming from my heart? Finally, I feel very honored. Honestly, that is why I chose America. So if you see someone talking about they have space programs, they go to the moon, they have good technology, what does it have to do with me? But it has to do with me when they are giving me a second chance at my age to do nursing. Do you see how personalize the experience? Personalize this experience to you, not to the country. Yes, I appreciate if you say my country is beautiful and very successful, but it's not going down into why you want to do nursing. And yes, 214B, can I just explain to you? Yes, you can do a master's so long as you're sticking with the same. This thing of changing 1, 2, 3, it's better you stick with the same mission. Then it looks like that's what you want. That's what I will do. Okay. But 214B, for those who don't know, Anna shared 214B is the paper you get at the embassy after they've denied you a visa. And basically it says you are not satisfied with your answers. Please try again next time, which means be prepared to tell us what has changed next time. Because some of us, we go there thinking that it's just embassy, they are following the law. How many of you, with a show of hands, you understand what they are looking at? Anyone coming to the United States has the intent of coming and never going back. Therefore, it's up to you, the applicant, to give them satisfying reasons why you come back. They are typing, give them something to type, give them something. Why should they give you a visa? Okay? So, hey, what takes you to America? Why you want to go to America? I'm going to Chicago to attend a conference which will be held at Hilton Hotel, street number 123. Good. And then the other one, why do you want to go to America? I'm going to America because there's this farming conference myself. Okay, I am a large-scale farmer and I produce products from Rwanda all the way to Uganda. I've been making profits of about 1 million per month. And you know what? I've been following this keynote speaker in Chicago. I can't wait to meet him because I want to learn more strategies on how to improve yield. Next year, we want to improve our product by 25%. Let's end that interview. You tell me who you know something. The first one, I'm going for the appointment in Chicago Avenue. Your conference already says Chicago. Your DS-160 already says that information. You're here for a visa. We know, of course, it's good at introduction to be polite and say, I'm here to ask for a visa or to ask permission. That's standard. But when you say it will be held at Hilton, how is that helping me make a decision to type to America? Okay, and then it will be held at Chicago Avenue on the February 25th. What do I know about you? Visa denied. Try next time, okay? The next one. I know something about this person. If the interview was to stop, I know that this person is doing well. They have demonstrated ties at home. This person is already a farmer and wanting to improve yields. Definitely, they will go back home. They transport goods from here. So even if the interview stopped there, I know something about this person. So just taking opportunity and bringing your A game to the embassy. You understand now that they only asked me one question. They only asked me two questions and then they deny. Imagine, I even told them I have a scholarship. I even told them I have admission. I even told them, and the other one brought the A game. Said something about themselves and everything to give them. Again, 214B means you did not tell me. I can't make up an answer. The embassy cannot make up an answer for you. In as much as you have a scholarship, you look good, you are funny, they love how you look confident, the English is confident. At the end of your mouth, there's nothing to type to fulfill the law that it's up to you to give compelling reasons. You'll go back. That's just it. JanetRangi67@gmail.com. If you want to do those things and come for embassy coaching, please. Yes, you can apply for masters and to answer your questions. Yes, and yes. Yes, you can always go back. Just be prepared. What is different? Hi, Janet. Thank you for your time and support. Please, many of us are still stuck with our US visa booking appointment interview. What's going on? Someone told me yesterday in Nigeria it's happening. What do you think we should do now? Thank you. Looking forward to hearing from you. Which country? Because most of this, the embassy should be in control. Or maybe the local people are in control. I don't know. These are sensitive issues for me to comment. Because the way I've been in America, I just know things work the way they should work. You know, the website is working. And then I think also the embassy gets tired. Maybe they block because maybe some people are going in and blocking the dates when they don't even mean to go. You know how our people are. So I don't know. You understand? So maybe some of the local people are going in and blocking, and so the embassy has to block the dates and just give what is available. Okay, I don't know. I can't speak to that. I've heard that, but it's beyond us. So just look around, hear the rumors, and see what the best thing, what is going on locally. I'm just thinking if that is the case, but most of the time the embassy appointments work. If they block, maybe they've seen something that is happening and they are trying to prevent. That is my guess, my suspicion. Okay, I don't know. Okay, the answer. And thank you so much for following, and good luck. I hope you get your appointment so we can see you in America. Okay, Janet, is there any chance for me to come there and get a job in restaurant or hotel using experience? Because I don't have any papers. I'm from Uganda, but on working in Saudi Arabia. Yes. And I talked about some of you who are there. Okay, using your experience, yes. If you're 18 to 35 years, please look into the J1 visa. If you do not understand what a J1 visa and you want to know how to get those sponsors, please just let us know. Okay, those sponsors have to be from the State Department. Just maybe book a consultation on janetrangi67@gmail.com. Okay, what I can tell you, I've seen people from there getting visas on J1. Usually they're between 18 to 35. They've demonstrated that experience in a hotel and they found a J1 sponsor. Because you ask for a job, J1 is a job. Yeah. Yes. From Uganda. Yes, the J1 is a job. You ask, and that's the best I can tell you. And if you have a husband, they can join you on J2, and those ones can get a work permit in America and work. Okay, and children can also come on J2 and they can go to school. Most of these F1, F2, you can go to school, you can work. Only the student can work on campus. J1, you work under the contract of the DS 2019, but the spouse can also work anywhere and the children can go to school. If I were you, consider age. If you're above 35, then maybe you are looking into a visit visa, but that you can work legally. Okay, yes, but yeah, in fact, you are a very good candidate for J1 if you are between 18 and 35. Look for a restaurant job in America. Look for J1 Sometimes you can even just find a job. Once they give you the job, then you rush and found a sponsor. There are some sponsors who don't give jobs, but if you show them that you have a job offer from a hotel, they'll prepare for you a DS 2019 to take to the embassy. You get it now? Yes. So you don't have to just, maybe you have a job, but no sponsor. Get that job, say, I'll get a sponsor to process for me. I've seen people that just process the DS 2019. The employer doesn't know how to do it, but those ones will do it for you. Hi, Janet. I have a diploma in counseling and psychology. Can I work with that or continue with the school? I'm 22. Oh, 22 is very young. And where are you? You have to look at your interests at 22. No one can tell you what to do. Okay, what do you love doing? You have room to improve your education to a bachelor's degree, to a master's degree, to a PhD. So there are many pathways for you. Okay, but if you have a diploma in counseling, I've seen you can even come so long. Certificate programs don't typically give I-20s. Okay, but you can probably look for a bachelor's degree in counseling and psychology to propel yourself to the next level because of your age. Okay, and if you have the means, that is a good option for you. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay. Hi, Janet Rangi. I have a nephew who wants to visit me next year, then convert the visit visa to work visa. How is it possible? Please advise. My advice is you can never say that. If they know that your intent was to come and visit and change to student, they will never approve anything. Okay, so the best way to look at this is I came on a visit visa, but I changed my mind. Okay, Samuel, is that making sense to you? Yes. So to answer your question, some people come on visit visas. Yes, as I said, the intent, you cannot just make that planning from home that, I'm going for a visit visa, and then when I reach there, I will change to student visa. Is a point for denial. Okay. Yeah, because they gave you a visa believing you're strictly coming to visit and go back. Am I clear? Now, if you reach here and then you stay for a few months, okay, more than 3 months, and then you say, I've seen many things here. Can I utilize what is here? Then that is the time you can do that, okay? Again, janetrangi67@gmail.com. Remember your intent. You cannot tell people that what you want is to come and utilize working. They will deny you. You say that at the port of entry, they will return you home. They'll tell you, go back and get a working visa. What you have is a visit visa. And it's interesting. Someone asked me yesterday, Janet, who do they return home? And those are some of the things that can make people be returned at home. Because if you come on a visit visa, your job should be to tour, to sightsee, to enjoy, to experience, to laugh, to, wherever you want to do, not to work, not to go to school. But of course, the law, now I'm answering you a question, the law allows you to change your mind. Are we seeing the difference? Yes, so we just have to kind of be careful how we frame these things somewhere. Okay, I get your point though. I'm not the one who denies or gives these things, but that is how they look at it. I hope you've learned something, okay? Yeah, okay. Okay, so who else? That one I've answered. Janet, what do I need to do a master's degree in media-related courses in America? Yes, there are schools available. And what you need depends on the school. Is just English proficiency and your GPA. And that is what I was saying yesterday, Wes. World Education Services can review your education from home, give you the GPA equivalent to America, and that is what you use to apply to American schools. They know, hey, Jeffrey went to this school here. His GPA is 3.5 by American standards, and he went to school for 4 years. Therefore, he qualifies for a master's. Again, that school might need English proficiency. They might ask you for TOEFL scores. They might ask for IELTS scores or Duolingo, or they might not. Of course, you pay the application fee. Then they issue an I-20. Yes, you qualify. The things that lead to qualifications usually are grades. If you didn't perform very well in your undergrad, the grades are down there. It will be very hard. But if your grades are C and above, you want to have C's minimum, then B minus, B, the college education, not high school. Here, they don't care about high school. Community colleges will give you admission with any high school. They don't even look at a grade. I like them for that, but the embassies might want to know the grades. But usually colleges here don't turn away students. They are there to help students to make it. And that's why I love America. Do you see? When you ask me why America, can I get rich coming to America? The answer is yes, if you want to ask Janet. Okay, because to me, a visa is money. Okay, just because when they are not judging you, okay, you made an effort to graduate, that is good enough. You finished high school, that is good enough. The rest we can teach you, bring you up from where you were, improve you. That's how I look at life, by the way, even me. Okay, I never want to turn anyone down in anything that I do. I just feel like everyone qualifies. You know, like now I was trying to hire for my clinic at home, and someone is worried, but I did this, I did that, I didn't do business administration. Really, that's not what we are looking at. Just looking at someone willing to work, who is loyal, hardworking, and just nice to people. And I like, that's just my approach in life. So that's how they don't. But when it comes to competitive courses where everyone wants to join, then of course they will consider grades, especially universities. They want at least a 2.8 to 3.0. 2.75 is like a C plus probably, you know. And then we are going to 3, which is like a B minus. We are going to 3.5, which is like a B plus. 3.8 is A minus, and 4.0 is an A. Are you seeing? So those are the things you're looking at: grades, English proficiency, credential evaluation. Okay, then you pay application fees before you start now at the embassy. Okay, I hope that helps. All right. Hi, Janet, Alpha with EB3. We have not had anything since the first payment. So which stage are you? Of course, you must be on the labor certification, right? Remember, we told you labor certification takes 8 to 10 months. From experience, the first group, it took 14 months for the US to come back and say, yes, this job is available to a foreigner. Your certificate has been approved. But here's the good news. As soon as they approved, some of the people paid what we call expedited to the lawyer, and they approved their I-140 within, was it 48 hours? I want to say 2 weeks. Okay, so it depends what step you are. There are some on step 1, job placement. So it just depends which step you are. Okay, please call Jay. You don't even need to be here. You can just text us. You have access 24 hours. Okay, if you are unless you work with someone else. Are you one of us? Are you part of our team? If you're one of us, just text Jay to see where we are. We always send emails to update you where you are, okay? All right. Okay, yes. Justin, I have so many people that regret they didn't pick that EB3. You're not alone. You pray to God. Thanks a lot. I will email you. Samuel, yes. Yeah. Yeah, I know some of it's very late. Yes, and thank you so much for coming. I think I'll be doing more of the Q&A. I just come with these titles, but people don't care about the titles. They just want, that is why you stick to your niche. My niche is answering questions about America, and that's what people want to hear. They don't want to hear that I'm doing well in Kenya. No. They just want to know everything about America. Okay, I don't know if I forgot any of your questions. Okay, but for those who are wondering whether you should come or not, it's a personal decision. Talk to your family, do the math, understand how much they pay people in America, understand how much bills cost, understand if you're single or married, understand how much you'll be using to survive, and then what will be the disposable income. And if you want to do projects anywhere else to improve your life, that is where you start. Also, your situation at home, are you jobless or you are doing very well? So it just depends on everyone, okay? So far, so good. The dollar helps. Can I just be honest? For me, the dollar helps. Yes, okay. All right. Any other questions with that? Have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you so much for coming, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for coming. Bye-bye.